Psalm One Press is excited to announce the long-awaited release of The Boss by author Terry D. Newberry. Dean doesn't have much going for him when his friend Sam offers him a job in his father's restaurant. He is a poor orphan in foster care with average grades, no future, and no direction. He accepts the job, and little does he know that he will gain more than just a paycheck. He will discover lessons that will shape his life and lead him to success beyond anything he could have imagined. The Boss is a delightful business fable. Using a creative blend of insight and storytelling, Terry takes you on this touching journey with Dean as he grows under the mentorship of the boss to become a respected leader among his peers. It's a humorous, heartwarming, and powerful illustration, chock full of life lessons for all of us. Listen now to a few excerpts from the audiobook version of The Boss by Terry D. Newberry.
The next day, Dean went through his classes with a different perspective. He was concerned about his work schedule and how it might affect his grades. But with the lessons he learned from the boss, he began to think about organization and how it affected efficiency. Maybe by being more organized in his classes and study, he could get more studying done in fewer hours. The night before, he looked through his closet and carefully selected his clothes for the next day, thinking, preparation paves the way to productivity, right? He laid out his book bag and work clothes as well so they would be ready. The boss had already made a significant impression on him, even after such a short time. When he and Sam got to work that afternoon, the boss met him as he was putting on his apron. Dean noticed that several members of the team had gathered around. There was a sense of ceremony and celebration in the room.
"I have something for you," said the boss.
"What is it?" asked Dean. The boss gave Dean a black velvet box. When he opened the hinged top, Dean found a gold nameplate with the restaurant logo. His name was engraved on it. Dean ran his fingers across the engraved name. He had several friends who worked at fast food places, and their name tags were plastic, with their names stuck on them with a label maker. Sometimes their names weren't even spelled correctly. He had never seen a name tag this nice before. "Wow, this is great," Dean said. He looked around at the others on the team, gathered in a loose semicircle. They looked back at him with smiles on their faces.
"Dean, take good care of this,"
the boss said as he took the nameplate from his hand. Pinning it to Dean's apron, he said,
"This is a special nameplate. It shows that you're part of the team. A team depends on each other. They protect one another. You can count on them and they'll count on you. What you do affects them and the entire organization. I want you to remind yourself of this every time you put on this nameplate."
Dean looked around again at the smiling faces. He looked at the boss and said, "Thanks so much. I won't let you guys down."
"We're dependent on that,"
the boss said with a smile.
"Now let's get to work."
The Boss weaves powerful life lessons into an engaging story of a young boy learning business lessons. Those lessons teach him and remind us that success cannot be compartmentalized. The Boss should be required reading for all beginning employees. Dan Miller, author of 48 Days to the Work You Love. Terry Newberry is a man whose stories are change agents. My suspicion is that you picked up this book and began to read because you are either a boss or want to be a better boss. Well, get comfortable in your best chair. You'll be there a while. Terry Newberry is a storyteller, but he's also a boss, and best of all, he's a man whose leadership style has made him a real winner in corporate America. In this tale, you will find the boss you want to be will be engraved on the mirror of your mind. Dr. Calvin Miller, Distinguished Writer in Residence, Samford University, Beeson Divinity School, and author of The Empowered Leader.